Today's show is brought to you by EPOS Gaming Audio. With a comprehensive lineup of both wired and wireless headsets, gaming amplifiers, microphones, and webcams, EPOS has everything you need to experience the power of audio.
The closed headset allows you to tap into exceptionally detailed audio and seals out ambient noise, while the open version delivers natural high-fidelity audio with an incredible soundstage. Both headsets include a magnetic detachable microphone and a sleek design that has no wild RGB configurations, just good design.
Listeners can save 15% by visiting www.eposaudio.com/gaming and entering the code EPOSFRIEND15 at checkout. That's EPOSFRIEND 15 at checkout. Welcome back to the Tokyo Fresh podcast, only on the Tokyo Beat Network. I'm your host, Jordan. I'm here with David.
Hello. I'm
Typhoons are coming, my boy.
It seems to come and then leave and then come back again and then leave.
And then come back again.
It's like it's rained like typhoon rain. It'll rain for like 20 minutes
It's great.
and then just bone dry.
Yep. The worst thing is my weather apps got really fucked up because of the typhoon. So basically, every day for the last 2 weeks, it said thunderstorm warning.
When?
I'm like, when?
Now.
I'm out here preparing for this. So one day, I didn't water my plants because it was like thunderstorm warning coming today. There's gonna be a thunderstorm today at 3 p.m. And I'm like, whoa, this is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna set my plants up to catch the most water, and they're gonna enjoy the juiciest of thunderstorm drinks they've ever had. What happens? Bone dry.
Yeah, it doesn't rain at all.
Bro, not a cough of fucking rain. So I'm just like out and about, and I'm like, this sun is hitting and my plants are going to be bone dry, and it fucked up my chili bush really badly.
And then the second you have to go home, it rains like a motherfucker.
Yes. Oh, David.
Like I was at the because I went to go get my fucking driver's license renewed.
Tell me about
today.
that in a minute. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Okay, surprisingly not pissed off. Like
Really?
actually, like this is the first time ever where Japanese bureaucracy has worked the way it's intended, and I was amazed.
Bullshit. It never works. Are you serious?
It's super easy.
Alright.
Okay, so like before I had to go buy like 3,000 yen worth of stamps.
You did?
Little did I know, I could just buy them at the fucking place. They sent
really?
me a thing and said, you need to go here to buy stamps. And I'm like, okay. And then I get there and I'm like, I come up to like the fees counter and I'm like, here you go. And she starts like, oh, 3,000. And she starts pulling out stamps. I'm like, no, I have stamps. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, then why the fuck you tell me to pick them up, you assholes? She's like, just go to counter 3 now then. I'm like, fine.
She's
okay.
like, wow, you're the first person to come here.
He's actually prepared.
Like 20 years of actually prepared. This is amazing. Wait, I gotta show my supervisor. This is crazy.
But anyway.
Oh wait, David, that's why last time when you went to the stamp place, the woman was like, "The fuck's he doing here? You don't want to be here."
No, because she's like, you can't. She told me you can't renew your license here, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I want stamps. And then I go to the place to renew my license. They're like, oh yeah, but we actually sell stamps here.
Oh,
and
for
I'm
fuck's sake!
like, fuck. Okay.
That's why the woman was so confused. She was like, "Wow, someone's actually here to buy stamps."
Here. Yeah. Anyway, so I skipped that window. That
Hell
was
yeah.
nice.
Easy clap.
I go into the fucking eye thing, and they're like, up, down, left, or right, and I'm like, I know that
easy.
cheat code. Beep, beep, beep,
Bro,
beep, done.
done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then here's the worst part, though.
I've heard
I
about
had to
this.
sit through a 2-hour fucking lecture about Japanese road rules in a language that I understand okay, but definitely when you're not talking about specific road rules. So I'm just like sitting there like catatonic, and this lady is speaking. This lady could not want to be anywhere else
The best.
more than anyone, because she's just like
She's getting it out?
It's 2 hours, right? So she's got to fit all that shit in 2 hours.
Nice.
And she's just sitting there, so like it's so fast. Like I catch every like 7th to 8th word of like a sentence, and I'm just sitting there like, sure glad I don't have to write a test.
Bro,
at the end of
just
this.
thinking like, I got it. Cars go vroom vroom, don't
I'm
crash.
just doing this, like looking at the clock. I'm like, an hour and a half to go.
Any minute now.
45 minutes to go.
Any minute now, her mouth is gonna run out of batteries, and
Yeah.
we'll be able to leave this fucking hellhole.
Yeah, and then
Wait, there's no test. You just sit in the lecture, and they go, "Hey, drive safe, boys."
they're like, now you know how to drive safe. Here's license.
Wait, what? Here's your graduation certificate. Now
to
you
be
drive
fair,
safe.
to be fair, this is a
Sorry.
renewal.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
getting the license.
Okay, yeah, that
but
makes more sense. That makes sense. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, surprisingly not pissed off at the the driving
I'm
place. It took
actually-
3 hours.
That's disgusting.
2 of it was sitting in a lecture.
That's disgusting.
I assume next time probably won't have to sit in the lecture.
No, you do apparently every time.
Every time?
Every time.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Is it even worth
No.
getting it?
No, I mean yeah, but also no. It's
No.
not every year, is it?
I don't know. I didn't look at
Yeah,
it
you're
when I got it. But
fine,
yeah,
don't worry
whatever.
about it.
It's probably for like I think like a driver's license is good for like 5 years or something.
Yes, you're fine.
Because the one I got before,
Hmm.
because I transferred it over from a Canadian license, was only for a year.
Oh shit.
So I assume that this one will be longer because now it's a full
actual license, yeah.
license.
You need that first year to be like, is this man gonna cause car crime in the country?
Weirdly enough,
Go on.
no, because I'm a paper driver
I'm proud of you. Good job.
and I don't have a car to wreck, so
Mm-hmm,
it's real easy to keep my nose clean on that one.
What I do, I have a different strategy. I avoid getting into car wrecks by not learning to drive and
There you
having
go.
others drive for me.
Exactly.
There
you go.
I call it the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air approach. It's working surprisingly well, David. I must say.
Can't argue with that.
Literally, the
And then
logic.
you don't have to worry about insurance ever.
I never worry about insurance, even my own.
There you go.
Until I get those red slips.
and then you're like, oh no,
Oh,
I do have to pay these, don't I? Fuck.
Oh no, I gotta pay these. I forgot about the adult responsibilities I've been avoiding for the past few months.
But man, I gotta say, it feels like we've only been gone for a week, and
It feels like
a days.
3.
It feels like a long time.
Why does it? I know why it feels like for me, but why is it's weird?
I don't know. It feels like I have so much shit to talk about.
Let's jump in.
Okay,
honestly.
so I think last week,
Mhm.
as we headed off,
Yep.
we talked about we were going to the ramen museum.
Ramen
so let's talk about
museum.
that.
Okay, let's start there.
We're gonna pull out the.
I love that we
ratings
both
here.
went to plot notes at the same time.
Um,
So I'll do a little preamble. For those that don't know, there is 2 ramen museums in Yokohama.
you went to both of them now,
I did,
right?
I
Okay,
did.
so now we can both talk about.
Have you been to the cup
I've
one
been
as well?
to the other one, yeah.
I'll explain the cup one as well. I had a little worse time at that one than the other one, but we'll discuss. So for those that know, there are 2 ramen museums in Yokohama. There is the Yokohama Cup Ramen Museum, which, surprise, surprise, is about cup ramen.
Cup noodles
Cup
specifically.
noodles, forgive me, cup noodles. And you go to the museum, then you're held hostage for about 20 minutes. You got to watch a presentation about the leader, the guy who invented cup ramen, and him making a fucking cup ramen zaibatsu. But he's actually a cool guy because like he got the patent and then he just let everyone use it.
Yeah,
Just pretty fucking
he
cool.
he weirdly kind of pioneered space food in a
Yeah.
weird way
Yeah,
because he figured out a way to have just rehydratable stuff.
Yeah, it was cool
that
as
they
shit.
could send into space.
Yeah.
So he's like,
fucking cool.
yeah, okay, cool.
I know, right? It was cool. So like the cup ramen museum is pretty interesting. It's basically a massive museum about like ramen and stuff. The biggest pull of the museum is there's like this make your own cup ramen area activity.
Yes.
Okay, here's the fucked up thing about the make your own cup ramen activity. You need to book it. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. Okay, cool. I'll just book it online. You can't. There are no online bookings for the cup ramen, make your own cup ramen experience. You have to go to the museum.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I told you this.
You
I
did.
told you this.
You did, and I knew it, but I had a child with me who wouldn't wake up. So you go to the museum, okay? Then once you're at the museum, you get a ticket, like a numbered ticket, and it gives you a time that you can go and make your own cup ramen. So the best thing to do is you get there early, 10, 11. And even then, you will be too late because the Japanese people wake up very early for activities.
Oh, dude.
Bro.
I experienced that this morning when I went to the driving place.
Mhm.
I got there. It opens at 8. I
Yep.
got there at 7:30.
Yep. Oh, God.
The line wrapped around the building.
Yep. Shin Yokohama immigration, same thing. If you want to get in and out of Yokohama, like sorry, not Shin Yokohama, Shinagawa. You want to get in and out of Shinagawa immigration as quickly as possible. Show up an hour before the building
At
opens.
least.
100%, because there are people who are going to be waiting there who already have tickets from the previous day,
Mm-hmm.
who have come back the next day
To pick up their shit.
Yep. to pick up their shit, or come back the next day to finish their like application forms because like there just weren't enough hours in the previous day. Basically, you come an hour before shit opens if you really, really want to do it. And people are probably thinking like, oh, he's exaggerating. It's not that bad, you know. I'll just come when it opens. Good luck. Rip. fucking rip. Because we showed up at the Cup Ramen Museum at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that. Every single space on every single make your own cup ramen thing was booked.
Yep.
And they've got shit from 10 a.m. until like 5 p.m. 6 p.m.? 6
Something
p.m.
like that. Yeah.
Booked.
It's open
Booked.
regular time.
And it's not like a small, it's a pretty big area where one can make their own cup ramen.
Yeah.
Booked.
It's an entire floor basically.
It's a whole floor booked. Every single seat, every single time slot. We were there like 2 hours
See,
after
I got lucky because I went during Corona time,
Should've done
so there's a lot less people there.
Yeah.
But I have to imagine now that there's way
Bro, there are
fucking more.
so many people at the bloody Cup Ramen Museum. What do you think of the Cup Ramen Museum? We'll start there.
It's okay. Would I
Yeah.
ever suggest it to someone?
No.
Probably not.
If you can't make your own cup ramen there, don't go.
Yeah, I feel like if
Yep.
if you can't get that type of experience, and I always see people walking around Yokohama with the puffy
ramen,
filled
yeah.
up bag or whatever to protect your ramen from being crushed.
You gotta protect your
But
ramen.
like, I feel like that is a I live in Japan type thing, and I go on a weekend.
yeah, literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is not a thing that you should spend your hard-earned vacation time on.
If you just happen to be in fucking Yokohama and you're like, oh my god, the Cup Ramen Museum is right there, and they have bookings at like 10 a.m. and you can knock it out before you spend your day doing actual cool shit.
Yeah.
Do that.
I agree.
It's
I
cool,
agree.
but like, it's okay. That's my take on the Cup Ramen Museum.
Yeah. The Shin Yokohama Ramen
Woo!
Museum,
Let's go.
on the other hand,
Kind of slappy.
oh yeah.
Kind of fucking cool.
It's like a fucking portal to another world. I have like the most like raging hard on for places that just
Same.
like you walk
Same.
through the door and you're like, oh, I'm 30 years in the past, or like,
It's-
oh, I'm in a
yeah.
different dimension,
Yep.
right? And like it's underground, so it very much like they have just like control over everything, like
Yep.
the sky, the walls. You can
The
make it like
lighting.
look whatever you want
So
it to look
fucking
like.
cool.
And yeah, it's like you walk in there and you're like, oh, I'm in the Showa era again. Cool.
It's cool. The coolest thing is I went there maybe 10 years ago when I was like an international student, and they didn't have, there's an upstairs section now as well, little gift shop
Mhm.
that sells ramen from like everywhere in Japan. Very
Yeah,
cool.
that was cool.
That's
I
cool.
didn't realize that there was so much.
Yeah, same.
I don't know if it's a specific type of ramen,
Mm.
but they had like a brand of ramen that each ramen was like a different animal.
Yeah, that's so cool. I like that a
So
lot.
it's like just
I
the
want that.
capybara version, the giraffe,
the
the
penguin
dolphin,
version,
the penguin.
yeah, dude. It was so
And they're all
cute.
different flavors, but they're just like, I want the one with the giraffe because it's a giraffe.
I wanted the one with the gorilla because that's a meme and that's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally. But I went like, so for me, I've been to the Cup Ramen Museum before, once for work, and I've been to the Shin Yokohama Ramen Museum for like 10 years ago for like just hanging out.
For funsies.
And the Cup Ramen Museum is exactly the same as it was whenever I went before. I'm like, oh, it was a 5 out of 10. And now guess what? It's a 4 out of 10 because nothing's changed.
Mm-hmm.
The Shin Yokohama Museum got better.
Yeah.
It's a solid 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Because I'd never been there. This is the
It's
first
sick.
time I had gone.
Yeah.
It's just really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like you walk down those steps and it feels like you walk down into like an old ass like subway station, and then it's just like you're in the Showa era, and they have like I love that they have this weird dedication to detail in a weird way. They have a man
Yes.
who I assume is like the actual like a janitor or something.
Security guard.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's walking around like a 1950s Showa era like policeman.
Yep.
But not just any Showa era policeman, like rosy cheek, like anime, goofy looking,
Painted on his fucking eyebrows
yeah,
and stuff.
he's
like
got big eyebrows.
he's gone full
He looks
kabuki.
like a fucking Anpanman character,
Yes.
in human form.
It's cool as shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it's great. When I saw him, I'm like, what the fuck?
I also double took it. The thing about the building that gets me is also the first floor is like there's a gift shop there, and then there's like really like a cool like interactive ramen thing. You can check out ramen from like different parts of
Yeah.
like Japan, which is really interesting. And then when you go downstairs, it's as of course the Showa era ramen city.
Place,
It's a
city,
fucking
yeah.
city. It's a city they built, and you could walk around and check out different ramen and stuff. And I didn't realize this last time. I only realized it, the last time we went, was that the ramen they're selling changes.
Yeah,
Like,
I
the
didn't know
stores
this either.
change.
I thought it was like a permanent, like everything
too.
was a permanent installment.
Yeah. The only one that's a permanent installment, the only one ramen you can eat and continue eating and have been there since the museum opened was, of course, my boy, the Kumamoto ramen. Opened since the store began. And of course it did, because it slaps. And all the other stores, I think they change every once in a while. But I really...
Like, there was one, I forget which one it was. There was one that was leaving, like, that week.
That week, yeah. Crazy. Honestly, I think for that alone, I kind of want to go back to the museum again.
Yeah, like a little bit in the future once everything is rotated out.
Yeah. I want to go back in like 6 months. I'll probably end up going back again just to be like, what's new now? Like, what's different?
Chiro wants to go, so
let's go again.
We should just one time after the podcast just go.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. It's bloody close to you as well. So
yeah, it's only one station.
Literally, so silly.
I think like maybe from my house to the entrance would be like 15 minutes tops.
Yeah, literally, bloody silly.
You could probably walk there from my house.
100%. We could go there, then run off the ramen back.
Yeah.
It's that simple, honestly. Bloody cool. But no, it's really good for like re-goability. So if you went to Japan like 5 years ago when you went there and you were like, oh, I had a good time there, but I ate all the ramen, it's changed. All the ramen's different. And they've got really cool like, this store is like a limited edition Kyoto only store that was opened in Kyoto and there's only one place, but it's here for like 3 months, and we brought the chefs down from Kyoto and they're making the ramen, and it's very, very cool, honestly.
Yep, I quite like it.
I like it a lot. Speaking about the ramen, let me get my notes out.
How many did we have? I guess like
3.
Technically, I feel like I had 4.
4?
Because I ate probably half of your younger brothers.
Yeah, me too. Dust of Man, exhausting day in the Tokyo Fresh Memorial Garden. I'll catch a few minutes before bed. Sleep well, Dust of Man.
We'll still be there when you wake up.
We'll be right here. I'll be in your dreams when I wake up. I jammed the man with the pants. Bro, it changed from rain to shine constantly. Dan, I was meant to hang out with Dan. Dan, I apologize live on the podcast. Yes, we
both apologize.
Bro,
that was just unfortunate timing that we were both gone and you ended up going to Kansai when we were not going to be in Kansai.
I was looking after a child for like 2 weeks. I couldn't really do much outside of that. It was a very strenuous time, but we'll catch up sometime soon, my boy. We should jump on a game or something.
I honestly think that we should find out who listens and who lives in Japan.
Let's do a meetup.
And maybe do a meetup.
Okay, we'll do that.
I think that would be kind of funsies. Like, even if no one shows up,
we're gonna drink anyway. So
it's a good time anyway.
Before we jump back into ramen, really quick, if we do a meetup, 100%, I'm gonna be like, cool. I'm gonna meet some cool listeners, but I'm also gonna be drinking. And then I'm also gonna be drinking is gonna very slowly become the largest thing what I'm thinking about, and it's gonna be, so we're drinking, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get them, be like, someone's gonna be like, oh my god, hey John, but who the fuck are you? I'm here for the podcast meetup. Oh, that's right, we're doing that.
Oh yeah.
It's not just me and you drinking like always. Fucking brilliant. But no, let's talk about the off-cast and something like that. Yep. I think that would be really cool.
We'll plan it better than Kaisenat, where we don't have 50 million people attack us in the middle of New York.
Tan said, I'm also a child, so 2 children would have been too much.
But you're a child who can drink, and those are the best kind.
Those are the best types of children, honestly. And even if you don't drink, you're a child that has ideas and fully formulated sentences, so that would have been perfectly okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me load up my notes to talk about ramen.
Ramen.
The first ramen we had was the Hokkaido one?
Yes. So we had different ones.
We did.
Because you had just...
I had the soy-based ramen.
Yeah.
I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
It was good, but my notes were, noodles were good, soy sauce base was good, but just average. Good soup, salty. Those are my notes. Because I don't really like soy sauce based ramen.
I don't either. I don't like extremely salty food.
Same. It wasn't nasty. I'm being too critical, but it didn't suit my palate. If you like saltier based foods, I can see you really enjoying like a soy sauce ramen. But personally, I was like, it's not for me.
So from the same place, I had the spicy soy
better.
Ramen. I give it a 7.
That's pretty good.
My notes were noodles are good. Could be spicier. It was a little bit like when you.
Go on.
This is okay. This is a
Go
problem
on.
I just have in Japan.
Go
just
on.
like in general, right?
I know what you're gonna say.
When everything says spicy, but the levels of spiciness vary so radically, nothing is spicy.
Nothing is spicy. Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this is like the amount of things that I've eaten that say like gekikara, and it's like, oh, this will like burn your fucking asshole out, and then
Yeah.
it's like, this is like a bell pepper. What are you talking about? And
Or-
then other times I eat something that's gekikara, and I'm like, I'm gonna puke.
Oh yeah, I've been there. So I moved my mic like an idiot. No, 100%. Like especially with the potato chip ones. Like you have things that are like super gekikara kara mucho damaksu, and you're like, whoa, damax. My butthole's gonna really feel this tomorrow. And you eat it, and you're like, did you just sprinkle some like sashimi on this brie? Like what's
Like what is it, right? So yeah, I think it could be better, but it was still good.
was good,
It was all
that's
right.
not bad.
So Hokkaido, I think, is like,
Hokkaido's that?
yeah, you're okay.
Hokkaido to me feels like it's ramen you eat in a snowstorm. It's like I've used all my energy.
This is survival ramen.
Yeah, this is survival ramen. I've used all of my energy to walk the 1K from my apartment to the ramen store in a snowstorm, and I've already sweated out all my salts. I need some soy sauce ramen because I'm wearing like 20 layers because it's Hokkaido and it's always snowing. You know, that's what it is for me personally. It's okay, but it's like I live in Tokyo.
So I
You know?
funny enough, I also gave your soy-based ramen a 5.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Because it wasn't that good. I think I gave yours a 5 as well because
Yeah.
it was too salty. I didn't like it. All right, next.
Kumamoto
Come on.
chashu ramen.
What'd you give it? I know I gave it.
I gave it an 8.
I gave it a 9.
There you go.
It slaps.
It slaps.
Well,
It's
it
fucking
slaps.
good.
It's good. Listen, alright. When it comes to ramen, alright, this is gonna cause some fights.
Oh,
But
we're gonna have people like sending messages in here, be like, "How fucking dare!" I know that there's gonna be a message from at least one person, be like, "How fucking dare you rate Hokkaido ramen so low? It's the fucking best."
No, it's not. No, it's not. Go away. You're bad.
Wrong.
You're wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong. Bad take.
If you're talking about soup curry, Hokkaido wins.
Oh my god, Hokkaido wins. Listen.
But ramen,
No.
I mean, hey, granted, this is not necessarily like I went to Hokkaido, got ramen.
No.
Obviously not.
No.
But it is a store
Mm-hmm.
because this is the whole point of the museum. It is a store that exists in
In
Hokkaido,
Hokkaido.
and that is how they make it there.
Yes.
So as far as I'm concerned,
I based went Hokkaido ramen there, basically. When it comes to ramen, the world of ramen, one place, one prefecture does it better than anywhere else, and that's Kyushu, my dude. They've done something down there where they understand
everything's better in Kyushu.
everything's better than Kyushu, especially the ramen. They understand what a man needs in his ramen, and that's complex flavors, but really simplicity. It's simple as that. With the chashu ramen from Kumamoto,
Yes.
with the miso-based one,
Well, I mean, it's tonkotsu.
tonkotsu, forgive me, yeah, the tonkotsu based one. It was amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Delicious flavors, garlicky aftertaste, perfectly cooked chashu, great noodles. There was nothing
Oh,
in
dude, the
Bro-
chashu was gone in the first like 10
The
seconds.
first-
I just fucking destroyed that.
my little brother, okay? He's 14. He's a young boy, doesn't know what he wants from the world. And he's like, spent the most of the holiday being like, having, he's like, he had a good time here, but he's got a weird thing with food. He doesn't like certain foods. And he's like, yeah, I don't want fat on my meat. And I'm like, that's where the flavor is. You're young.
That's the best part.
That's the greatest part. I gave my boy a piece of like chashu from my bowl. All right. For those who don't know chashu is fatty, delicious meat.
It's like aged like pork in
Oh my god.
in like soy sauce or something. Like there's like a specific. It's like a Chinese meat, right? Like it like cooked in a Chinese way. Because I know I always see chashu with like Peking duck at when I lived in Canada, you go to like the Asian market, you'd have like the chashu pork
Yeah.
and Peking duck in the same like butcher shop
Just
area,
hanging
right?
from a hook, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Ah, damn, that's what I want. And I gave him some. I was like, eat this meat, and he's like, what? I'm gonna eat the meat, and he's like, this slaps, and I'm like, there we go. This transcends pickiness. No matter how picky you are, the meat is so fucking good. It was delicious. 9 out of 10. Can't complain. Great fucking soup. But then, probably the worst one I had during the day.
Oh, we're not gonna give it a rating? Oh wait, we did.
9 out of 10.
It's an 8.
Yeah, 8, 9 out of 10. Yeah, 8, 9
Yeah,
out of 10.
it's good.
Any comments on the...
My comment. Okay, here's the thing about the Kumamoto
Go on.
like chashu ramen.
Tell me about it.
The thing that would push this
To a 10.
for me to a 10 is a different type of noodle.
Oh.
I was not a fan of like their weird ass spaghetti noodles.
Yeah.
I want like a good egg noodle.
A nice thick ass noodle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kumoto likes the thin noodles. I don't mind them. They're pretty good. But same. I want a little more bite to my noodle, you know?
Yes, yes.
I want to finish my ramen, down my beer, and go, God damn, I'm full. You know? And with that size of like noodle, I finish it and I'm like, I need another portion.
Mm-hmm.
Okawari, I need one more portion of noodles in the soup
Mm-hmm.
so I can feel full.
Yes.
Which is a shame.
I feel like that happens at every ramen place.
Same, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But at least with the egg noodles, I know, I gotta think. I'm like, ooh, can I risk another portion? Will this kill me? With the thin Kumoto ones, I'm like, I'm gonna wreck at least 2 more portions of these noodles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna onbody this, and then I'm gonna get a further portion, and then maybe more char siu on top of that, and then I'll be good, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's a whole thing. But yeah, last place, it was the...
It was the...
I've written down, hold on.
It was like a Shanghai
Yes.
style, like Chinese style, like original ramen. Like we straight from, you know...
Straight from the motherland.
Straight from Chugoku.
Bro, so...
Not the region, the country.
Yeah. This ramen was... Let me talk about the ramen first, okay?
Okay.
So, the ramen soup was confusing. It was...
Yes.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yes, and I specifically mentioned that they needed to do something to it. Now I can't remember what it was.
As I start talking, you're going to remember.
Okay.
Because I remember what you said. The base was very confused. It was like a chicken and pork broth base, but they also threw like dried sardines into the mixture.
Oh, that's
He's
what it
got
was.
Yep.
Yep.
Dried sardines into the mixture, which gave it this weird, strange, fishy...
Like dashi
Yeah.
aftertaste, right?
And you didn't want that because, like,
It's chicken and pork.
it's chicken and pork. That's what it should stay at. Throwing, like, the fish in there as well. It didn't give it like that. It wasn't like, wow, we've put just enough fish in here that, like, that umami comes out, but there's no, like, fishy taste. It was like...
It was just like,
was-
this
yeah.
tastes like fish after.
Yeah, it was like we poured a vat of dashi into a vat of like other stock. It's like why? And it's like bants, memes for the jokes. Fucking no, it's terrible. What was your comment on it?
I said that one, it was just like fucking, just not like the soup
Terrible.
did not match what I feel like
Yeah.
it was advertised, right?
Yeah, didn't.
Like, if it's a pork soup, I expect it to be a pork soup. Like, why are
Mhm.
you adding dashi? And I could immediately tell that that's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
I'm like, there's dashi in
You
this.
said it. Yeah.
You fucked it up.
Mhm.
It's pork. No, it should be like tonkotsu.
Mhm.
It can be clear.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's fine.
But it should be pork or chicken or both, but
not
not
fish.
fish.
No, it was so bad. I remember drinking the soup and being like, I remember being like, oh, I like that, and then I swallowed it and I was like, what?
No.
What?
No, I don't.
No, I don't like this at all. This is terrible.
So for me, I give it a 6. It's passable, but I
I don't eat ramen, guys. This is very important.
me either. I
Yeah.
think this is the most ramen I had eaten
Years.
ever in one
Ever.
sitting.
I eat ramen twice a year, like solidly. Twice a year, I'll sit down for a bowl of ramen. And the craving will come. The craving will be like, hey, bro, go and eat some ramen. And I'll do it, and the craving will vanish so quickly. Even then, if I just wait like an hour and the craving goes, I will not want ramen again for like 3 months. I can very happily just never eat ramen again and be very okay with it. Fuck knows what's going on with Naruto's liver. How does man eat ramen every day? That's ridiculous.
That's a lot of
That's
motherfucking salt.
You're being stupid.
That's a lot of salt.
Calm down. But anyway, I don't eat ramen. I don't really like it that much. I'll eat sometimes, but not always. So I'm very particular about the ramen I eat. And my system of judging ramen is very harsh. So if I don't like a ramen, I will never eat it again. And I'll give it the ranking to show that. That's why this ramen got a 2 out of 10.
Oh wow, you dunked on
I
it.
did
huh?
not like it. I hated the Naruto in it, the little fucking swirlies, fish cake thing.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Disgusting.
It was they put Naruto
Yeah.
in a fucking pork-based ramen.
Yeah.
What the why are you putting fish cakes in pork-based
Right.
ramen?
Let me find the photo. David, it was fucking disgusting. The what? No, I'm being so fucking extreme. But I didn't like it. It was really bad for me. Like it just the taste of it alone was bad. Like I think the first thing we thought, I remember very clearly, I thought that the Naruto in the ramen was what was giving it its bad
The
flavor.
fishy taste.
I was
yeah.
like, oh, the Naruto is in the ramen, which is giving out this weird fishy taste. And it turns out, no, it's just. Oh, I found it. That was it.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, it was spicy miso.
It was, yeah. It was a spicy miso.
Okay, I might have to retroactively change my fucking rating down to like a 4
Go,
because 1, spicy
Mhm.
miso, not spicy.
Not
2,
spicy.
fishy.
Why are
it's
you
a- it's-
fishy?
It's no miso taste.
Yeah.
and it's pork based.
Yeah.
You've, I think I said it when I was there. You took like how do I say this? You know how like peanut butter is good
I love peanut butter.
and like pickles are good,
Great, yeah, delicious,
but
yeah.
peanut butter on pickles
Terrible.
probably not great.
Bad idea, yeah.
Like by themselves,
Mhm.
all of the ingredients are good, but you've mixed them in a way that just is not
It doesn't work.
mesh.
Like, it's terrible. Yeah. Oh, dude. I'm now going through these photos.
Which is why
Mhm.
when your brother's like, I don't like this ramen, it's
Yeah.
not blah 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 blah, and I'm like, okay, like let me try it, right?
Woo!
It was so much better because
Yep.
it was simple,
Yes.
It
Way
was
better.
clear.
Mhm.
It was shoyu based. There was no dashi because
Mhm.
it was pork
Mhm.
based. It
Mhm.
just had chashu. That was it.
Easy.
Easy. I give that one a 7,
That one got a 7. That was easy. But
which is weird because the other one was like the flagship like
Hokkaido,
signature
yeah.
like Chinese ramen or whatever.
Mhm. It wasn't good.
I swear every Japanese menu has 10 disgusting creations that didn't need to be there.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes!
you are 100%
Every
correct.
fucking place. Every time they do this. There's that new like fucking ice cream ramen. Have you seen that?
Ice cream
Ice
ramen?
cream ramen.
Yeah.
Guys they
Uh.
take a vanilla like swirly cone, like a fucking what do you call them in Canada? The little swirly
Like
cones.
soft cream?
Yeah, like, they take a soft cream and they go, wow, guys, look at this. This is a delicious tonkotsu ramen. Look at that soup. Beautiful. And they go, let's put ice cream in that. Cone and all. And they dump an ice cream in the ramen.
Okay, yes. Okay,
Mhm.
I know. I have seen
Mhm.
this. It's
Mhm.
like dessert ramen.
Yeah, but it's not sweet.
No.
Why have you done this?
Dessert pizza, I get.
I get that. Cheese and honey. Woo! Let's go.
I understand.
Mm.
Dessert pizza, I get because you can make the crust into like pie crust and you
yep,
like eat
yep,
it like,
yep,
like
yep.
I get it.
This is the thing. I get it. Sometimes, like, Japan goes a little bit too far in their flavorings because sometimes it hits. The first time someone said to me, hey, we're going to order a 3 cheese and honey pizza, I was like, you need to leave. You need
Right,
to
yeah,
go. You're currently saying the wildest shit I've ever heard. And if you continue talking, I'm going to have to call someone.
I was
to
the
take
same
you
when I
home."
heard cheese and honey. I'm like,
Yeah.
those are no, they don't.
No.
No,
No, what are you doing?
they
in
don't go
my
together.
Japan?
No, why would
No.
you do that?
And then it came and I
It's
was like,
actually pretty
it's
decent.
delicious. This
This is not bad.
It's fantastic. I'm eating this cheese pizza with honey on it, and I'm like, yo, we want out honey? Is there any more honey on it?
You know what? In retrospect, honey and milk is also okay.
It's delicious.
So
It's delicious.
that kind of makes sense.
It adds up.
Dairy and honey.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
The things you wouldn't expect it on a pizza. That's what,
No, yeah,
that's what throws
yes,
you.
that's true.
Yeah, that's what throws you. So sometimes
With the pizza sauce and
literally,
whatnot.
yeah. But sometimes Japan hits. They strike gold, and you're like, this looked weird. This looked silly. It's delicious. But then it does things like ice cream ramen. Anyone? And you're like, no. Or the Neapolitan gari gari kun. Remember that? Do you remember that? There was a Neapolitan gari gari kun.
Neapolitan, like
Mhm.
the ice cream flavor,
Sorry,
or the pasta.
The pasta. Neapolitan is this weird Japanese creation of like it's pasta, tomato sauce, sugar, mushrooms, bacon, so ketchup. Yeah,
It's not pasta sauce.
sorry,
it's
not.
ketchup.
Forgive me. Yeah, it's not. It's literally ketchup, and then they add more sugar into it, and it's fine. It's savory pasta dish. It's whatever, but they took that flavor and went, guys, listen, we take this flavor, and we mix it somehow in with crushed creamy ice, and we put that in an ice bar.
Wait, was that a real thing?
Yes, look it up.
What the fuck?
And we sell that to the people, and people buy it. It's from Gari Gari Kun. Look it up. It's fucking disgusting. David's gonna have a fucking field day. It's there you go. See? You see it?
What the fuck?
Told you. absolutely fucking horrendous.
Oh god, and it's like chunky inside.
Stop it. Yeah, it is. Are you showing the audience? That's fucking horrible.
No, but I can. Do
I
you
beg
want
you.
me to?
Yeah,
God.
put it up
Oh,
on- put it up on
jeez.
screen.
I'll fucking.
Show the audience for those who are watching.
Oh my god, that's fucking horrendous.
For those who are watching, David's gonna put that push it up on
Yeah, I'll
screen.
put up an image of it here.
Please and thank you. Good luck.
uh,
There's a lot though. There's also the Gadi Gadi Kun has like the worst flavors. If you want to see some really weird flavors of ice cream, type in Gadi Gadi Kun weird flavors. I'm typing as I go. Weird flavors and okay, here are the worst ones. David, ready?
for Guddy Guddy Kun.
So Gadi Gadi Kun has some really weird flavors. The most unusual have been, ready for this? Corn potage.
Corn potage is sweet, so I could understand why.
Oh, fair enough.
But what, like,
Ready?
look,
Ready?
look. Uh-huh.
Cheese.
Uh-huh.
Takoyaki flavor.
This man needs to be stopped. Stop this man.
David, I'm not done. David. Tamagoyaki flavor.
What the fuck?
Spaghetti Neapolitan.
Oh, here's corn. I think this is the corn one. What is this?
What the? Creamy mayonnaise ice cream bar.
Now you're just making shit
No,
up.
I'm not. It's in fucking bold.
Creamy mayonnaise?
Oh my god! It was labeled as.
Wait, is it like a Kewpie tie-in?
Yeah, it's meant to be by Moringa with Kewpie. It was labeled.
Here's the egg omelet one.
Dude, it was labeled as the creamy mayonnaise ice cream bar was labeled as the calorie monster because one ice cream bar was 307 calories.
Oh my
It was-
god.
It was
Gary Gary Kun is disgusting and he needs to be stopped.
Wait, Jacob. Oh, wait, David. Oh my god, I'm dying. The frozen mayonnaise
that's
bar.
fucking disgusting.
David, what have you done? Wait, the frozen mayonnaise ice cream bar was coated in white, crunchy chocolate exterior, caked with cookie bits.
But then the inside is mayonnaise?
Yeah, it's like a mayonnaise ice cream. No, the comments go. The mayonnaise flavor, while still very noticeable, isn't as strong as we expected, as it's tempered by the white chocolate. It's fucking disgusting. Oh my god. Oh, Japan's horrible. Oh no.
Listen, I like mayonnaise. I really like Japanese mayonnaise.
It's good.
But Japan has to stop.
Oh my god.
Mayonnaise does not go with everything, and you do not need to put mayonnaise in everything. Mayonnaise is a condiment, not the main dish.
Bro, listen.
And I think Japan needs to be reminded of that.
I think daily we should remind
Yeah.
them of that. Lord have mercy. That's so funny.
Other food is not the condiment to mayonnaise.
But man, gotta have a hamburger with this mayonnaise for lunch,
Right.
man. You got any hamburgers that there? Got a bowl of mayonnaise. These like to dip it into. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn.
Yeah, that's the
Fucking
thing. Like,
horrendous.
other food should not be just a serviceable way to inject mayonnaise into your mouth, right? It's not like a mayonnaise delivery system, right? It's like French fries are you put ketchup on the French fries because it tastes good, right?
Of course.
But it should not be a delivery system just for you
the
to eat
ketchup.
ketchup, right? It's like, oh, it would look really weird if I just stuck my mouth on this fucking ketchup bottle and squeezed. But if I put it on a fry, then it's okay.
Then everyone's like, a cultured man.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you
right?
seen that prank where a guy fills like a tub of mayonnaise with like ice cream or something like that, and he's like out on the streets eating it, pretending he's eating just like pure mayonnaise? I feel like if you did that in Japan,
No one would look at you
notice.
weird.
They'd be like, "Oh, man, having his lunch. Oh, man's having his lunch. He's gone for straight mayonnaise
That's the thing,
today.
but you look
Fantastic."
like people are like, oh, if you ate like a spoon of fucking mayonnaise or ketchup, people are like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You could get that much ketchup on fries.
Oh yeah, easy.
That's like 5 fries worth
That's
of
5
ketchup,
fries
right?
with ketchup. Yeah, legit.
But there's literally no difference.
No.
But one is perfectly okay and the other one is absolutely disgusting.
Because one has potatoes and the other one doesn't.
I mean, that's true. You don't eat the spoon. Well, you could.
You
if it was-
could,
if
yeah.
it was-
I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You want to be
Maybe
brave
I've cracked
and
the code.
listen. You want to be brave and eat
Maybe
it.
you just need to be able to eat the implement and then it's okay.
God damn, bro, I'm currently like looking over all these photos of Gari Gari Kun. It's
don't do
fucking
that to me.
disgusting, bro.
Ugh.
Oh, the mayonnaise was. That's
Neapolitan was gross enough.
disgusting. Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm changing topics. I'm gonna feel legitly sick if I keep talking about this like weird ice cream. Oh, want to quickly jump to our halfway, and
Sure, yes, we can jump to the halfway.
then we'll talk about Hiroshima.
We are,
Guys,
we are 40 minutes in. So.
god damn, guys, we're gonna have a quick guys. We're gonna have a quick cross promotion from another podcast in our network, and then as we come back, we're gonna talk about David's amazing time in Hiroshima. See you in a minute.
And we're back with another great episode of...
Hold your horses, mister. This is a commercial for our show, Nasty Labs. Not the actual show.
You mean to tell me this is a commercial for our bi-weekly show from game studio Chuhai Labs where we talk about games, game dev, Japan, and whatever else comes up?
Yep, and it stars me, Kinsey Burke. And also it has my junior co-host, Mark Lentz.
Sup, though?
So catch brand new episodes twice monthly for only 3 easy payments of $420.69.
That doesn't make sense.
Nasty Labs! Only on the Tokyo Beat Network.
And we're back. David, how was Hiroshima?
Oh boy.
Oh,
me count,
no.
Let me count the ways.
Oh
No.
no!
I make it sound like sinister and bad, and it's not at all.
Go on.
So, I don't know how to broach this. How was Hiroshima?
Let's start like this. How long were you in Hiroshima for?
I was in Hiroshima, like total time probably 2.5 days.
That's a pretty good amount of time in Hiroshima.
Yeah.
What'd you get up to? How was it?
So where did we go, man? We, fuck, now I don't remember.
Did you go to the
So
museum?
yes,
Okay,
day
God-
one,
God
like
damn it,
we got to Hiroshima at like 10 a.m. and immediately went to Genbaku Dome.
Good idea. Start with depression.
Yeah,
and
yes,
go from there.
100%. That's
Yes.
exactly what I said.
Very good.
I was like, it's funny because like we got there,
Mhm.
we went to Genbaku Dome,
Mhm.
and like immediately after we left, I'm like, well, that's depressing. Want to
Yeah.
get lunch?
Bro, that's what I did. And then I got Hiroshima Yaki and I had a beer and I felt way better.
Yeah.
Oh my, yes, you've that. Listen, guys, Bakudan, what's it called? The
Genbaku Dome or like the.
Gimbaku-dome.
I mean, the Genbaku Dome is the
big old
specific like
Yeah.
building
Mm.
now that's been like renamed Genbaku Dome, but
Crazy.
yeah. So I went to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum
That's it.
for people who got bloated up.
Yeah, listen.
I shouldn't say it like that.
It is-
They
it is-
died.
It is true, but it's a very, what do you call it? The name is like the Peace Memorial Museum for, the
For
memorial.
victims of
Yeah.
the atomic bomb or
Listen,
something.
do not let this name fool you. It is not the Peace Memorial Museum. It is you about to get fucking depressed, my boy.
Mhm.
Museum. It is just a museum of horrors about the horrors that happened.
Apparently,
I'm listening.
so I've only ever seen this version of the museum because it's been not revised, but like
Redone?
redone,
Revenerate?
reopened. And
revamped?
Chiro's like, oh, it was way more graphic before.
Oh wait, they've changed it.
I guess so.
I saw when it was graphic, bro. It was fucking.
I mean, there's still some like
depresso.
graphic stuff. Like what do you remember that was extremely graphic?
Skin melting off and shit like that.
Yeah, that was there.
Is that still there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not skin melting off. I don't know. There's people with like full body burns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full body burns, pictures
Mhm.
and images of people like basically dead bodies and stuff. They're showing that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like as you leave, there's literally just a picture of a mountain of skulls.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's like just in case. It's like
Just in case you
Yeah, yeah.
forgot.
yeah. It's like this guy has gone through the museum and his heart remains closed. What do we do? Mountain of skulls. Really show the number. Mountain of skulls.
Mm.
Really show the number. And it does. It works. It's
Mm.
it's an effective way to depress the fuck out of your entire Hiroshima trip. But I think it's very important history, especially now with the whole Oppenheimer thing going on. You gotta go. You gotta go and
Topical.
it's topical. You got to go and see it, especially you if you're in Hiroshima and you don't see it, it's kind of weird. Check it out first thing. Enjoy, view the history. Don't do
I'm-
nuclear bombs.
As a person who is very into history, who
I'm
would
listening.
maybe call themselves a historian in some sense of the word,
I'd call you a historian.
I'm very much of two minds on this.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. Go
And
on.
did you stop at? Did I stop and read every single thing? I read most stuff.
Same.
There's some stuff there that is like, it's always very weird when you go to an exhibit in Japan
Oof.
and they have the Japanese and English, because the English is like the fucking Coles Notes of what's actually in the Japanese version. So a lot of the time I'll read the English version. I'm like, what did they remove from the English version? And I'll go read it. I'm like, oh, there's some pretty key differences here. So while I didn't get to read everything, I did read most stuff.
There is a lot of like revisionist history in Japanese museums.
Oh,
Well,
I'll
like,
get to that.
bro, fucking hell, yeah. Well, it will be like the English will be like and you know, and then as history says, Japan they didn't want to give up, and so America dropped the big bomb, and then Japanese is like, Japan was just chilling. We
weren't doing nothing.
We weren't doing nothing. We were just hanging out, drinking a smoothie, and then the aggressive Americans came. We didn't even know America existed. Well, we're so confused. Shit like that. It's a lot of that.
I am very much of two minds on it, because on the one hand, I'm like, yeah, all these people died were like mostly civilians.
They were just chilling.
They
like,
were just chilling.
That
like,
I
right?
get. Yeah,
like,
100%.
That I understand, because like they had no stake in that war. That war was being fought by Imperial Japan, not by civilians, right? And the fact that
in Hiroshima or whatever.
yeah, and the fact that like Nagasaki and Hiroshima just got fucking bombed. Like, on the one hand, I'm like, oh yeah, like it's not cool that they fucking did that.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that like Hiroshima and places like Kure, which I'll talk about later, they were like the places that were building the fucking Japanese Navy.
Yeah.
So it's like you can be like, oh well, we were just hanging out, and it's like, well, were you?
What were you doing when you weren't hanging out though?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
What was your 9 to 5 looking like? What were you welding there?
This is gonna sound a little bit like maybe crass, but there's definitely a element of like in every Japanese war museum I went to, and I went to 3.
Damn, boy.
Because it's Hiroshima.
Yeah, that's true.
There's very much this element of like, look at all the great things we built in the war, and we're kind of salty we lost.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like there's always just like that on the periphery where they're like, look at all this stuff. It was really bad. We lost the war. We got beat up. Blah blah blah. But wouldn't it have been better if we won?
Yep.
Like there's that kind of like. That's in the brackets outside of the thing, and I'm like,
this is like coming from Japanese, like a Japanese politics background. You do a lot of like Japanese history, Chinese history, and a lot of what you learn, is that like you cannot trust a single Japanese textbook you read.
Oh fuck no.
We had a very interesting Chinese history teacher, and which was then backed up independently by a Japanese politics teacher, which basically showed us like the differences between like textbook versions they were using. And how like slowly names would change. Like there would be like, this was a Korean war hero, and they fought in the Japanese war, and they saved these people, blah blah blah. And then like 5 years later, it's this man's name was Tanaka Takahashi, and he was of samurai Japan descent, and he fought 1,000 men with 2 swords. And it's like, that's not what it said 3 textbooks ago. Why is the complete history being changed? It's a lot of that, apparently. Not apparently.
Oh,
I've seen it,
no. I went to 3 different museums.
Mm.
I went to the Peace Memorial Museum.
Yep.
I went to a naval like museum in Kure, which I'll talk about a little bit later.
God, yeah, oh God.
And then what was it like? There's like the JSDF like museum or whatever. Anyway, I will tell you this. A lot of things. Sino-Japanese War. Japan won that war.
Yep.
So, and then World War II. And World War II never talks about any of the shit that Japan did in China. Not a peep. 0%. Nothing they did in Korea. Nothing they did in China. Nothing they did in the Philippines and Saipan and wherever, right?
Yep.
And then it's always like, oh, but America bombed us. It's real bad. It's like,
we don't like this.
Yeah, they did. Why do you think they did that? Like it's, like, I don't want to. I hate to have that take.
Yes. Yeah, not good.
But I look at it from like an objective point of view because I'm not American and I'm not Japanese, so I'm
Same.
like looking at it from a
A third party
a
perspective.
third party perspective.
A
and I'm
man
like,
who's read the book's perspective. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, right? Because like I've done history studies on that period
Yep.
of time
Yep.
from both perspectives.
Mhm.
And I'm just looking at it and I'm like, you guys are like, it just always comes off as like, you guys are really fucking salty you lost.
Yeah, you're really pushing this narrative that you guys weren't the aggressors.
Especially
and you
like
just
the
lost.
Navy one. They're like, the Yamato was the best fucking battleship. It was huge.
Oh,
and
they
blah, blah, blah. And
love
they're-
that
I'm
fucking
like,
boat. Oh my
dude,
yeah.
it fucking blew up.
Yeah, it's gone. Chill. There's like 20 Yamato 2096. Oh, Yamato 552.
I mean, those
Space
are
Yamato.
those are fucking comic books made after. But like, yeah, but
that's what I mean though. It's like
Yeah,
it's jerking off this fucking boat. Like
yeah,
in
Dan,
memoriam.
I assume that that's probably the case too. That American textbooks are just as bad the opposite way.
100%,
100%.
bro.
Of course.
Bro, textbooks currently about slavery and shit in America are wild.
Yeah.
They've got this. I'm not gonna go off too far on this fucking narrative, but they've got this new thing they're doing in schools, or some schools anyway, where like they've released like this video from like this weird racist school council thing, which basically goes, this is fucking weird slave name guy. And you know, he's gonna tell his take about slavery, and it's this black guy going just like, wasn't that bad? Literally. So we're like, wasn't that
the
bad?
Kanye West
The
defense.
the Kanye West defense. Wasn't that bad? Haha. We had a good time, and the presidents.
Look at me, I got money.
Yeah, the presidents, they wanted to stop the
How much you
slavery.
paying me?
True.
Okay. Wasn't that bad? Right.
Bro. Yeah.
So
no, it's bad.
on the one hand, you look at the museum about the atomic bomb, and you're like,
Yep.
man, that's fucking brutal.
Oh, brutal.
Absolutely fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Because the amount of like children that survived
Mhm.
the blast and were just like fucking whole body burns and
Yeah.
fucking melted, and like the fucking river in Hiroshima is just like full of fucking
Full
bodies.
of bodies and shit.
It's like
Crazy.
Jesus
Ugh.
fuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, again, like you're kind of like,
Yeah.
if they hadn't dropped the bomb, we would have won, guys.
Yeah.
Like that's
Even if you were losing
it's
already. Like,
it's like, where's all the shit you did in China? You're not gonna mention that. That's
yeah.
kind of bad.
It's like you wouldn't have won. Your
listen,
your major cities were burnt. You had no like resource left for building ships. Like
listen,
America was taking over,
America
like,
didn't
country.
join the war until like after you were like way into China
Yeah.
and the Philippines and Korea. So
Yeah.
like, you can't like again. It's like you guys sided with the Nazis.
And then you're Pearl Harbored.
So like at that point, you really don't have a leg to stand on at
Yeah.
at some point.
They say war is hell. They say it for a reason. Like it's
Yeah, it's just like the thing that got me the most is just
I'm listening.
like shit that happened to kids, because like kids have
awful.
have no fucking control over
Mm.
what happened to them, right?
What I didn't get. So I know like America was like, we want to like pop out, fucking end this war. We've got this new big boy gun. You know America.
Mhm.
Like we want to test this gun out. We're gonna launch it. Yeah, this is what it does basically. You know,
Mhm.
we know that's what they want to do. They wanted to launch it on like a populated area to see like what it does.
What it would
It
do.
was fucked. What America could have done, what the original plan was to just go in from fucking Okinawa, zoop up Japan, and like take
Mhm.
over until you get to the capital, which they could have done. It would have been a more humane way of ending the Second World War. In it, well,
Depends. I don't know.
Depends. We
It
can't.
could've
I
turned
can't.
bad.
Yeah, I can't talk about history. That's not happened, but
Right, exactly.
it could have been. Let's say, but they chose this instead. My thing is keep your nose fucking clean. Just don't get involved in war, bro. Because someone's always gonna come along with a bigger, more dangerous weapon to like,
Right.
and they're gonna want to test it out.
Yeah.
It's
So
fucked. I don't
like that's kind of the impression I get.
Yeah.
So that being said,
Mm.
still extremely interesting,
Yeah, it is.
and I would definitely say go to the Peace Memorial
You have to.
thing.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't if you don't know much about the actual like bombing and like how bad it was as far as like
Go.
Hiroshima, going there
Mm.
and then walking around Hiroshima after,
Wow.
and you're like
Yes.
because you see the pictures, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Of like this is what Hiroshima
Mhm.
was before it got bombed.
Mhm.
This is what it was after it got bombed. And then you walk outside and this is what it looks like now. You're like, wow, like
Crazy. Yep.
the entire city's just
Gone.
completely rebuilt.
Absolutely insane. Honestly, it's crazy. I think going to the War Museum first and then getting some food and getting a bevy is probably the best way to start.
Yeah, I would
Good
say
trip?
get it out of
Yeah.
the way first, because like
Yes.
you don't want to go home with that
No.
in your brain.
No, it's It's heavy stuff, honestly. And we're talking about like who was the aggressor and like, oh my god, they shouldn't have done this and they shouldn't have done this. When it comes down to it, war's hell. Everyone got like
everyone got fucked.
everyone
up
got fucked by the end of it.
or
One way or
another.
another. What I don't like personally is that when it comes to this topic, especially now with the whole Oppenheimer thing, it's like weebs coming out of the cracks being like, well, actually, Japan did nothing wrong. They made Hatsune Miku, and I'm gonna marry her one day. Or like the weird Nashes being like, oh, we could have won, and we're really sad. Don't do. It's like read a book, shut the fuck up. Like I can't sit here and try to like play both sides like until like the fucking cows go home. When it comes down to it, all sides bad, all sides wrong. I'm done with this conversation. But then like when it comes to like people trying to defend Japan, it's like, yeah, if you're a foreigner and you're like out here being like, oh, I'm gonna defend Japan, Japan don't like you.
You should not be defending Imperial Japan.
No, do not. You're basically defending Nazi teammate when you're defending Imperial Japan.
I mean, you're defending legitimate xenophobia.
Literal xenophobia. They were like, everyone not Japanese. That's why they started with the fucking Nazis, because Nazis were like, hey, no blonde hair, no blue eyes, that's bad. And they've gone, we kind of like that take, but a little bit different. And they went, yeah, cool, you can have that much of the world. We'll have that much of the world.
Right.
Split this shit down the middle. Like, don't defend xenophobia. It's fucking weird.
That's a good question, Dan. When Japan is like, well, we would have won, do they consider that maybe that includes Hitler winning as well? I don't think they cared.
No, they don't care.
They don't care because at the end of the day, had he won, they're like, cool, that means we control Asia.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. Just wanted Asia.
I don't think Japan gave much of a shit about what happened in
The West.
In the West.
No, of course not.
Just it was the fact that they had already sided and were like funding the Nazis and getting stuff from Germany back in exchange and whatever that made them allies by association. But I don't think there was very much back and forth as far as like, oh yeah, we want Hitler to win. I don't think that was.
No, it was more just like we take Asia, we want Asia. That's good.
Right.
Cool.
Because if you take over Europe, we'll take Asia, and then everything's good.
Yeah, we
Right.
shake hands, job done. In a sense. Wasn't it like a drama or something about like the Nazis in Japan winning the war or something like that?
Yeah, what's
Man
it
on the
called?
High
Man in the
Tower?
High Tower, yeah.
I need to finish watching that eventually. Apparently it was very, very good. Anyway, David, how was the rest of your trip to Hiroshima outside of terrifying museum?
Pretty good. So I want to ask you a question.
I'm listening to the question.
What do you think what was the first thing I ate when I got there?
If it's not okonomiyaki in its
You're
truest
damn
form,
right, it's okonomiyaki.
damn boy, in its truest form.
Here's the weird thing.
I'm listening. I'm hungry now.
I didn't realize how much okonomiyaki is in Hiroshima. It is fucking everywhere.
Everywhere, bro.
Fucking everywhere. It's insane. So I didn't know this. I found this statistic out after the fact.
Yeah.
People in Hiroshima eat okonomiyaki 2 to 3 times a week. A week.
That's too much. Yo, chill.
A week.
Chill. A week?
Yeah.
A
2 to 3 times a
Wait,
week. That's
hold
a
on
lot.
a minute.
That's a whole day of okonomiyaki.
I gotta ask the important question. How many times are Osaka people eating osakayaki a week?
Not that many. I guarantee not that many.
Then the winner's been chosen. You can't claim yourself
Right.
to be
the
original
okonomiyaki,
we made
the bestest.
We're the best. We made the original okonomiyaki. Osakayaki. When it comes down to it, how many times you're eating that a week? Once, twice, maybe. What do you side portioning with takoyaki? We're purists here, boy. Okonomiyaki for life. The Hiroshima version, dicks. I'm down for it.
I mean, the reason why people aren't fat in Hiroshima is because like half of okonomiyaki is cabbage.
It's delicious. Yeah.
So there
Bloody
you go.
brilliant.
But yeah, so here's the weird thing though, right? So we got there and it's like, oh, what do you want to eat? Okonomiyaki. of course,
100%.
Right? And we went to this okonomiyaki place and I had Hiroshima okonomiyaki.
Oh, so good.
And it was not good.
What?
It was not good. And I was like, is the dream dead? Is this like has my worldview been shattered? Because I've had Hiroshima style okonomiyaki and this was just like the most mid-ass okonomiyaki I'd ever had. I'm like, I would rather eat stuff in Osaka or in Tokyo. And I'm like, this cannot be. I'm like, how? What? Like, this is impossible. And then I never ate.
Okonomiyaki again?
No, I did.
Oh, thank God. Oh, my God.
So that was the first meal I ate. And I'm like, this is like shattered my worldview. Right? I'm like, this can't be. This is wrong. It's impossible. What the? I had a fucking Anakin in episode 3 moment. You liar!
Liar!
I hate you.
I hate you.
You have done that yourself.
You've done the. I have that.
But anyway, yeah. So I had it the first day, and I was very disappointed. But later before we left,
Good.
I had okonomiyaki. I was like, okay, we have to go again.
You
because,
have
like,
to,
that
yeah.
first okonomiyaki was
so
like,
bad.
Whatever. So we went to this place called Michan. And if you don't know what Michan is, I am under the impression that Michan is like the chain of restaurants that is claiming we were the first people to do Hiroshima
We
style
did this before anyone. Yeah,
Right.
We're the boys. Yeah.
and it fucking slapped.
There we go.
Here's the thing. We went in there. I felt like shit when I went in there. I was like, my stomach hurts.
Oh, no.
I'm fucking hot as fuck because it was like
Terrible.
38 degrees and humid as shit. I am like, I have a headache. I feel fucking awful.
Yep.
By the time I left, I was like, yes, let's go. I'm fucking good. It go. Okonomiyaki cures cancer.
It
You heard
literally
it here.
cures cancer. You heard it here fucking first, boys. And I think this is what happened. So,
Yeah.
Michan's sick. I've also been to Michan.
Yeah.
Delicious.
It's fucking good.
I was, as you said, when you said like the okonomiyaki was bad, I was like, this cannot have been Michan.
No, it
This
wasn't.
couldn't have been. And it wasn't. Thank fuck for that. Michan is delicious. I went there twice when I was in Hiroshima.
I don't blame you.
I
would have went again.
Bro, I went there once and I was like, by myself, of course. Slapped. And I was like, we gotta go again. I went a second time. I went even harder. I think I bought like 2 okonomiyakis. Struggled to finish them both, but I did. Because I know what I'm about. Drank a big old beer, went back to my hostel, crashed for a couple hours, woke up, went drinking. It was fucking sick. Great place, honestly.
Yeah, Michan is a chain. Yeah.
It's a chain.
It's
And it slaps.
weirdly enough, when I went to the one I went to, it was a little bit more out of the way because there's a building in Hiroshima close to not Hiroshima station, but it's a couple stations away, but there's like a building and it's literally the entire building is 4 floors. Every shop is okonomiyaki.
I know that building. Yes.
It was like full up.
Yes.
We went there at like 8:30 p.m.
Nah,
and it was
nah.
full of
Nah,
people.
You can't get a seat. Nah,
And we're
it's
like,
full.
what the fuck? It's
Yeah, nah.
8:30. Like, when do people eat dinner? So we ended up walking to another Michan, like pretty far away.
No shit.
But it looked like they had closed some other locations because they were like they had a map there, and it like they had like the circles pointing to where the Michan. place is.
yeah.
And then 2 of them were taped over, and I'm like, oh, is Michan closing? Like,
Because it's because they're eating themselves. It's because like you can't have
Maybe,
so many
yeah.
Michans so close to each
Right,
other.
right,
Like
right.
it's not. It's
That
works,
might be the case.
basically. Yeah.
But yeah, okonomiyaki, fucking good.
good.
You got to go to a good place though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can get bad okonomiyaki. Not bad. It wasn't bad.
Mid.
Like maybe it's just like kind of like I could make the same
Yeah.
at home.
I think the problem here is that so many tourists are going to Osaka to eat okonomiyaki, like from in its original, most delicious form, that I think a lot of these stores are getting complacent, where they're like, we'll just make like anything, and the foreigners will eat it. So I guarantee, like a store like that, it's most of the patrons can be like just.
The
Tourists.
weird thing was, right, is like I thought that because this is Tokyo's fucked me up. Because Tokyo style,
Tokyo, dude.
like Hiroshima fu okonomiyaki, like Hiroshima style okonomiyaki,
Yeah.
they always use yakisoba.
They do, yeah.
They don't in Hiroshima.
No.
It's not like koden. It's just noodles or udon. You
Or
can
udon.
get both.
Udon is crazy.
So you can get regular noodles or udon noodles depending on what you want. Personally, I prefer the other one because udon's like it's a bit much.
It's a lot, yeah.
It's a little bit much.
If they sauce that bitch up nicely though.
Yeah,
it's
okay. If it's
delicious.
really saucy.
Woo, yeah. I got it. I went to like a weird. I remember this very clearly. It was the first okonomiyaki I had in Hiroshima. I'm looking so far into like the fucking past right now. So this is years ago. So I went to like this store in a mall, and I went there because I was looking for okonomiyaki, and Oba-chan was like, "Go to this store in the mall and just sit." And there's a counter with like a hot grill, and you can just. The guys cook the okonomiyaki in front of you if you're there by
That's
yourself.
another thing that I love. There's just a giant fucking what
amazing.
is it called?
The griddle.
Yeah, no, a flat top. This
Yeah.
is like a hot flat top.
Yeah.
There.
And you
just sit at the
eat
flat
off
top.
the fucking flat top.
Yeah, it's great.
Fucking sick. So I go there and the guy's like, oh, what is He's like, what do you want? And I'm like, my Japanese is bad. I'm like, okonomiyaki, please. And he's like, what style would you like? And I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying to me. So I just go, oh, susume kudasai. And he goes, oh, have you eaten okonomiyaki before? And I go, only in Osaka. And he goes, I'm about to blow your fucking dick off. And he prepares for me the most delicious okonomiyaki I've ever had. Egg on top. He like crushed an egg, whacked that bitch up, and then put a second one on top. And I'm like, this man is fucking me up. The noodles inside the layers of this okonomiyaki were the sauciest bitches I've ever seen in my. I was like, yo, can you show this to me? This is kind of X-rated. I'm getting turned on. I'm chopped up.
I had
This
one.
is mad.
That it was like their special one. It was okonomiyaki.
Oh, stop it.
But then on the outside, it looked like omurice. Like it had like the like goopy egg omurice on the outside, and then they sauced the fuck out of it. Yes, it's so fucking good.
And they sprinkled some of that naughty stuff.
Yes.
Just, oh my god.
Fuck.
Bro. I had like 2 beers with my okonomiyaki because I remember being like, this shit is busting. They give you little spatula things like, go ham, my boy. I forgot what he said in Japanese, but it translated to
Go ham, my boy.
Ham, my boy. Because I thought it was weird. I was like, why did he end that sentence with my boy? And I was like, I will find out. And it was just amazing. Just fucking amazing. I sat there.
good.
I devoured that okonomiyaki. The guy's like, door. And I'm like, bro,
It's fucking good.
it was fucking good. Dab my man up.
What else did I do? Fuck.
You said the important thing.
That's all you need to know, really.
Did you go, Itsukushima?
Itsukushima. Yes, yeah. So I'll talk about going to. It's called Itsukushima Jinja, but it's not on Itsukushima.
No, it's not.
It's on Miyajima.
It's on Miyajima, yeah.
But so I actually went to a standing bar too,
Good man.
and that place is cool. And I talked to the guy behind the bar,
Oh, I
and
love
I'm like,
that shit.
oh, like, what do you recommend? And he's like, oh, if you go to like this place, you can get all the curry because that's where they built all the ships, so, like all the fucking sailormen.
Yeah.
Chill out there.
They
and
love
whatever.
curry.
We went there. Where else did we go? Okay, second day we went to. That was like basically all just Miyajima because
It's a big one, yeah.
So if you go to Miyajima, you go early because it does take a little while to get there. So you have to like go all the way to basically the end of the JR line.
Yes, and then take a fucking
And then
boat
take a
from
ferry to the thing. I didn't So here's the thing. I didn't realize it was out on an island.
Yes.
I thought it was on the Hiroshima side.
No.
So when it was like, oh, we're taking a ferry, I'm like, fuck yeah, I
Yeah, it
love
was sick.
taking the ferry. The
was
ferry's
great.
fun.
Yeah.
It's great.
I drank on the ferry. It was fucking sick.
Yeah, it's
Me and these last time I was there, I remember very clearly. I went to the island. I'm taking photos of like, is the Torii Gate still under repair?
No, it's finished.
It's finished.
Yeah, it's finished.
Bro, finally, I've been waiting to go back to this island.
But
oh,
I
God.
say that.
Oh god.
But behind it, there's dudes building something else.
Oh,
I don't
for
know.
fuck's
I don't
sake,
know what the fuck they're
Stop
building.
building shit.
It feels like it might be for like a Matsuri event because it was just like kind of like like a stick fucking teepee type thing. Like I think like you would light it on fire. Like that's what it feels like.
In which case, continue building shit. That sounds fucking
Maybe
cool.
I don't know.
Continue.
That's what it feels like.
I've been waiting to go back to Hiroshima until they finish building this fucking Torii Gate because I want to go to the island.
It's nice.
It's beautiful.
So the
honestly.
problem,
It's amazing.
the thing that like I was disappointed mostly because when we got there, it was low tide. I wanted to see it with high tide where the water's all up in the shrine.
That's the coolest.
But the problem was like exactly when we arrived to like go into Itsukushima, it was like here's the high tide and low tide times for today. We were literally 1 minute before maximum low tide. So I'm like, fuck. It's like it's not gonna change till like fucking 7 hours later.
Yeah, that
right?
sucks,
Like,
bro.
Yeah, but it is what it is, right? Like I guess you'd have to time it when it is, and like you can't really control that. The tides go in and out when they go out.
Yeah.
But
it's what-
that
they
being
do what they
said,
do.
it's kind of cool to see people like down on the beach, like walking around.
That's
the
cool.
Huge ass Torii Gate too. It's really nice.
That's really cool. I like that. So
Miyajima is so nice. So
it's beautiful.
I didn't know
It is.
Miyajima just has like wild deer that just hang out.
Yeah, they just chill.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
How the fuck do they get there? Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know.
They're on an island. How the fuck they get there?
I'm not gonna look it up. It's a mystery. God placed them there. Who was spawning shit. It was
But
cool.
anyway, yeah. So we went there, took pictures of the thing, and like it's nice.
Essential.
Like, I got good pictures. But then we went to like, what's it called? Like Momijidani Koen.
Yes.
is like up, kind of like up the mountain a little bit, right?
Yep.
And we got there, the whole fucking park is just full of deer. There was like 20 deer in that park. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just like
ridiculous.
sitting there fucking getting like 2 feet away from a deer and just snapping pictures.
It's
So
cool.
like I have nice pictures of deer.
That's why I got my really good deer photo. There's a really nice deer photo on my camera, and that's how I got that one. On my Instagram. That's why I got that one.
It's always funny because there's signs everywhere. It's like, don't touch the deer. And I like literally look over to my right and there's like 3 people like petting
yeah,
the deer. And
just
I'm
petting
like,
the deer,
okay,
yeah.
whatever, right.
The deer right now used to people. They're just
Yeah,
like
they don't care.
chilling. They're like, whatever. These guys are gonna come. They're gonna give me some strokes, maybe some snacks. It's gonna be okay. You know?
Oh, okay. Dusted Man has given us a recommendation for ramen.
Go on.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'll talk about it after. We can talk about it after.
Let's
But it's in
go.
Ochanomizu.
Oh, let's go. Boy, absolute legend. Thanks, bro. We're
So,
gonna go there.
We went up into the park and then up the mountain.
Mm.
We were just walking to like there was supposed to be some kind of like lookout point. What we didn't realize is that
Yes.
there's a like kisaten
Yes.
on the fucking mountain
Yes, there is.
that like overlooks behind Miyajima and the pagoda and stuff.
Mhm.
And there's this old fucking lady who spoke like the most Hiroshima Ben I'd ever fucking heard.
Hardest Japanese.
So we're just like walking up the fucking path or whatever, right?
Yep.
And then you just hear like Obachan from like up the cliff. Like she's like maybe 20 feet above us up a fucking cliff. She's like,
Legend.
hey, you, like come up here and like get drinks. And we're like looking around like,
Can we get some fucking coffee? And you're like,
and we're looking around
yeah.
and we're like, where the fuck is this voice
It's so
coming from?
funny.
And we look like up the thing. It's just this little old lady like crunched over with her fucking sun hat on, being like, hey, come up here and get some tea.
I know exactly where you went.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Super nice lady.
Yeah, she's a babe.
Yeah. And man, that fucking like cold, it was like cold matcha tea. Fucking great. So nice. Because it was like 38. You're like in a tropical area because you're like on an island in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Ridiculously
amazing.
warm, honestly, brutal area to be in. I think I was there during, I want to say the winter time, and it was, because I'm not wearing a jacket. Yeah, it was pretty damn hot still in the winter time, especially on the island. It's like 2-3 degrees hotter than the main island. Basically.
The main, yes,
It's brutal, honestly. If you go in the summertime, guys, literally wrap up, keep warm. Also, from what I remember when I went there, I could be wrong now, but there's like 3 convenience stores on the island, if that.
Oh, there's a shitload there.
Is
now.
there London? Is there tons now?
Not convenience stores, but there's like a lot of like beverage shops and
that's
like
good. Okay, that's
places.
good.
So like there's basically it's like what do they call it? Like ginzadori or something?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it's all like kaki fry places, like buy alcohol. I went there and I had a Hiroshima lemon mojito.
Oh my god, yes.
Just out of a stall, just grabbed it and drank it. I'm like, it's fucking great. Got was it like tsukune and chikua like mixed together on a fucking stick? It's great.
Nothing.
Summertime as fuck.
God, sometimes great. Listen, nothing slaps harder, guys. This is from experience. This is the God's honest truth. Nothing slaps harder than walking around Japan on a sunny day, midsummer. You're dying. You're hot as fuck, and you take a sharp left turn. What do you find? Just a random ass matsuri, and there's not that many people at the matsuri. It's just ramping up. So no lines. All the stores are free. You grab yourself an ice cold alcoholic beverage of your choosing, and just something on a fucking stick.
Yep.
Just anything on
a fucking stick.
And that is all you need to have to be. Cause you're there and you're like, this is peak life. There's nothing. The only thing to make it better is if a random old man comes and offers you fun, weird conversation in multiple languages or another bevy. And that's peak Japan.
So what else do we do? We went like a little bit shopping on Miyajima, and
That's nice.
that's where I bought the fucking 2 okonomiyaki fucking spatulas.
So cool, yeah.
They're the last 2 there, and they're just like sitting like this.
You
And
have
I'm
to.
like, I need them.
You need them.
I
No,
need
you
them.
have to. You have to.
I need them.
To not, it's a crime. That's fucking
I mean,
sick.
I have a hot plate
You
that I
do.
make okonomiyaki on, and I have like the smaller serving ones.
Nah, you need the big boys.
I need the big ones to be able to flip that thing.
That's true. It's true. You got the nice official.
And they're Otofuku branded, like nice
That's
wood
so
handle ones.
cool. I want
They're great.
Otofuku spatula, dude. I need that so fast.
And then
so sick.
and then as we were coming back in the gift shop,
Mm.
Chiro spots the fucking Otofuku sauce like okonomiyaki
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
vendor thingy, and I'm like, I only ever see these in restaurants.
You cannot find
And
them
she's
anywhere.
like, I need to buy it. I gotta have it. She's like, I'm from Kansai. I need this.
No, it's for
And I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, whatever.
It's like, listen, my
And then she puts it down. She's like, nah, I don't need it. I'm like, it's 500 yen.
It's
just buy it.
500 yen.
I'm like,
Buy
just buy it. It's
It's
500 yen. I'm like, I'll give you 500 yen to fucking buy it. Just buy it.
100%. Bro, there are certain things that I live by this rule, which is why I have too many kitchen. You've seen my kitchen. I have way too much kitchen shit. I threw a lot of it away because some of it's getting old and like breaking. But I'm a man of cool kitchen shit. I must buy. So I have like weird juices and like strangely shaped fish slices. I have a takoyaki spike thingy and
Really? I want one of those too.
dude, they're fucking sick. Mine's sharp as fuck. Dude, it's sick.
Yeah, it's like an ice pick.
It's an ice
basically.
pick. Yeah, for takoyaki. Like,
Yep.
and I eat takoyaki like once every 3 years by myself in my room while watching some kind of 3-hour movie. Like, I just set up the maker and I'm just like,
Yep.
And I got it because it was 100 yen. Why not?
I will say this about Hiroshima.
Go on.
So comparing it to Kumamoto,
And
I think that's a fair comparison
I
in
believe so.
regards to the way that the city is designed. Now, I don't know if this is because after the atomic bomb, they're like, well, all the buildings are gone, so we could build this better.
Yeah.
It is. It feels a lot like Kumamoto,
Yeah, a
but
little
better designed.
Yes, it is.
In that they both have the trolley
tram
system,
system, yeah.
like the Roman Densha.
It's very nice.
But I feel like Hiroshima's is a lot easier to navigate.
It is. It is. It is. The city has kind of, in a sense, been planned around the tram system.
Yes.
Whereas
I don't feel like Kumamoto has, like, they slap the tram system down afterward.
Kumamoto is a scary city to drive in and also a terrifying city.
It's just winding
It
and
is.
fucking weird. And
The trams are like, you know that intersection between like the ongoing traffic guys. You know there's a little area in between. There's normally like there's like a fence there or bushes there or whatever.
Yeah.
In Kumamoto it's trams. That's where the trams go for some reason.
Yeah, like the dividing thing is
Yeah.
a thing that will crush
It's
you.
a fucking and the problem is that's all well and good, but the problem is sometimes you got to make right turns across the tram
track.
across the thing that could
Yeah, you don't
potentially
have to.
crush
You don't have to do that in Hiroshima.
Exactly. Hiroshima, they've kept it simple.
They figured it out.
There are separate lights for trams and cars. Like the system works. I like Hiroshima is like one of my favorite cities. If I wasn't living in Tokyo, I'd probably be living in either Fukuoka or Hiroshima. It's a great city.
So that being said,
Go on.
here's the downside I will say to
Go on,
Hiroshima.
Go on, I'm listening.
There's too many fucking foreigners.
There's a lot of tourism
too-
there.
I have not. I think I saw more foreigners in a 2-day period in Hiroshima than I have in 2 years in Tokyo.
Yeah, of course you have. There's a billion bajillion
There's
foreigners there.
so
it's ridiculous.
fucking many. There's so, and hey, let me put this up front. I fucking hate foreigners. Fucking hate them all. Gaijin, go home. Maybe hang on, wait. Let me qualify that statement.
David's the most nationalist.
Let me qualify that statement. I hate foreigners who don't know what the fuck they're doing. I am a man who moves with fucking purpose.
Yeah, same.
And there are so many foreigners who are just like,
No, yeah, no,
and
I
they're
get
just
that.
like looking around like someone fucking, it's like dangling a fucking thing in front of them.
No, you're right. You're right. I think it's very important to say that when you're traveling to another country, city, or place, no matter where you are, but especially if you're in Japan, if you are lost, let's say, in a place, you know where you're going, don't suddenly stop and take out your phone.
And then be
Mo-
like,
Move,
I don't know where it is.
move to the side. Get out of the way of incoming traffic and people traffic. Get out the way, and then look at your phone. Then look at directions. Don't suddenly stop. Move with purpose, because it's really bad in Tokyo, but it's even worse when you go like outside of Tokyo, where things are less like. It's less clear where you're going at all times of day, basically, when you go to Hiroshima or something like that. But there's nothing that annoys people more than
Americans.
especially Americans. Oh my god,
oh, man.
they do it a lot. They're not used to walking. Full stop. End of
That's
sentence.
true,
They're
yeah.
not. It's like, unless you're from like New York, and even then, unless you're from like a big city with like transportation, y'all drive everywhere. So you guys aren't used to like walking places. And there's a lot of
'Cause
walking.
you can't, Dan. You can't buy Suica anymore.
Speaker? There's no more speaker.
Yeah.
You can't until they get more microchips. You can't until like China stops trying to fucking take over the biggest microchip making
Yeah.
country in the world of Taiwan or some shit. Anyway, move to the side. Nothing's more annoying than stopping suddenly and just being like, I'm lost. It's like, yeah, we move.
There
Why
was
is
there
you
was
being
a
lost my
thing
problem?
when we were coming home on the tram.
The Shinkansen,
And-
baby.
Fucking these two fucking Americans just jammed everything up, and they're trying to get off the fucking train,
Oh, God,
and they
no.
haven't paid for the train,
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, yeah.
and the guy in English is
Yeah.
like, where did you get on? And they're like,
Yeah.
we don't know.
For fuck's sake.
I'm like, what do you mean you don't know?
Don't know.
You just got on the train. They're like 3 stops before, and he's like, that's cool, but 3 stops before could be any fucking station. That could
Yep.
be like 3 different fucking stations.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Which
Which one?
We don't know. And then the lady's just fucking Karen's us. She's like, I don't have time for this. I got a train to catch. And I'm like,
Well, you
have to fucking pay for the train, you fucking bitch.
You have time for this. You gotta pay for the fucking train. You don't. I don't like that. That makes me very annoyed.
It's those kind of
Mhm.
fucking tourists, and I'm just like, dude, what the like. Your bad planning is not this man's fucking problem.
He doesn't
still
care.
has to get paid
Yeah.
because you rode the fucking train.
Yeah.
You don't just get a free fucking pass because you're like, I'm annoyed.
I don't know. I'm feeling bad about this. In her mind, the situation went, I know what I'll do. I'll say I don't know, and then I'll be like, I just don't know. Then he'll have to give me the free ride.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No,
right?
you're gonna have to pay. Like, I explained this to my little brother when he was here, and I'll explain this going forward to anyone else who comes to visit Japan. There's a reason people don't break laws here. One is because Japan's legal system is absolutely fucked, and they can lock you up for literally anything.
Mhm.
They can be like, oh, you sneezed a bit too hard there? Prison. We're gonna pin this murder on you. And they will. And they'll get away with it. It's like 90% fucking, 98% conviction rate.
Something like that.
Because
yeah.
they'll just like hold you until they have found or fabricated
Something
evidence.
that you can get you on.
Yep. Or the second thing they do is they love dropping down just the juiciest fines you've ever seen in your whole life.
Oh, speaking of fines, yeah. I mean, I saw what you get fined for doing stuff on the road.
Mhm.
There was, God, what was it? Maybe
Yeah.
it's like drinking and being like over the limit, and if you get caught, it was like a fine of like hyakuman.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
5 years in jail.
Yep. And those fines are on the spot a lot of the time.
So
Bless you.
it wasn't hyakuman or go to jail.
No,
it
no,
was
no.
and
And
go to jail.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
for 5 years.
Is that
so
you
it's
pay us Hyakuman and then you go to prison
for 5 years.
for 5 years. That's crazy, dude. What the fuck?
So that's what I mean, right? Like, just don't do
Yeah.
crime.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna wager probably not paying for things is gonna be counted as theft.
You're gonna get it. Listen, that's paddling. You're gonna
But
get
yeah,
fined.
that's what I mean. Like those kind of foreigners who come here and just like, I just in general I hate people who don't move with purpose.
Me too. It's
Because
annoying.
I'm a person that's like, I need to go from here to here. I've planned my route. I know what's here.
Mhm.
When I get there, I know that there's 5 exits because I've already scouted them
Yep.
out. Like,
Yep.
I'm that kind of person.
Same.
So when someone's just like, I don't know where I'm going, I'm like,
don't
"Oh,
do
I
what?
have
Don't
time
do
for
where I
you."
got on the train. It's like, why do you not know that? Where did you come from? Before you got onto the tram,
Train.
where were you?
You knew what station you were at.
You were somewhere, right? Where was that? Let's work
Right.
backwards. Idiots, honestly, stupid.
Yeah.
Like I'm a same as you. I'm gonna go Shinjuku. I'm going to this place. I need to get off at exit A5,
Mhm.
and the quickest transfer to A5 is train car 3. So that's where I'll be.
Yep.
Train car 3 for that quick ass transfer, and I'll be transferring through the station, and so I'll just be stopping, just like, how do I saw a man on the way here, between Shinjuku and Shinjuku Sanchome, because they can't get like passport anymore. A lot of them have like just paper tickets,
Mhm.
and the guy's standing there in the gate, like standing in the thing. The thing's going boop boop, like get out, tap your passport or something, but he has no passport to tap. It's
Right.
a ticket, but the gate he's at doesn't take tickets. So instead of going, let me stand back and address this situation to see which of these gates takes tickets, he just stood there. And just did the whole, what's going on?
I don't understand.
What's going on? But I've paid for a ticket. Yeah, put it in the thing. This cannot be your first train ride in Japan because you've had to have got
Because
here.
you're in Shinjuku and you somehow got here.
You're in Shinjuku. There's no you had to have got here somehow.
Because there's no way you could have got from Haneda or Narita
No.
to Shinjuku
No.
without buying a ticket to something.
No, you have no suitcase. Your rucksack on. You've clearly at least gone to your hotel once. You're just standing in this gate, just 100% full shrug, just being like, don't know what's going on. What's happening here? And I was like, move.
Yeah, just get out of the way.
Move. Get out of the way.
Just get out of the fucking way.
Hate stuff like that. It's very frustrating.
Yep. I agree.
So a lot of that in Hiroshima.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Sad
just
time.
the sheer amount of foreigners there for like tourism, and I was surprised. I was like, there's way more than I remember, or not remember. There's
Than you
way more
expect.
than I thought there was going to be. I was like,
100%.
wow, okay, I'm gonna like go to Hiroshima. That's in like Kansai, and like I'm like nobody goes to Hiroshima.
That's a big.
And I was
place.
like, fuck, man, like there's so many foreigners
Yeah.
here. What the shit?
Hiroshima is like a big like travel hub for foreigners, and then
Yes.
you'll find that because there's only like 20, 25 places to visit, everyone is on like the same route in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
They're going from A to B to C, and maybe you'll go to like C to A to B to Z to X to Y, but like everyone's traveling between those routes basically, so like it's harder to.
Well, and that's the
avoid them.
funny thing, because after the last day we went to Kure,
Mm.
which is like where they built all like the warships, and that
Nice.
was like where the Yamato like naval museum was or whatever, right? It's the only fucking foreigner there.
Yeah, of course. People don't want to
'Cause
see.
it was like an hour out of
yeah.
Hiroshima.
You have to really get out of the touristy spots to see like an area that's gonna have no
Mhm.
like travelers there. Basically, I think the reason we don't see as many like tourists in Tokyo is because we don't really go to tourist areas.
That's true. That might be.
Like we tend to avoid Shinjuku and Shibuya. Like nowadays, if we do go there, we're going to like bars that they don't know about. Like
Mhm.
we're going to places that people just don't really often traverse because they don't. You wouldn't know about it unless you're like, like from here.
You're in
or
the
live
know
here.
at least
yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah. So a lot of these places, like we don't really see as many internationals. But I'd bet fucking dollars to donuts if you went to Harajuku.
Yeah,
Bloody
yeah,
swamped, my
yeah.
boy.
It'd be a lot.
You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
don't go to Harajuku because why would I do
There's
that?
nothing there but crepes and idols.
Crepes and idols.
Nothing there.
It's the two famous Harajuku things:
That's all
crepes and idols.
That's all that's there. It's just,
I mean, you're basically correct.
I'm
yeah.
100% correct, and everyone knows it. Glad you had a good time in Hiroshima, though, David.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Would I recommend it?
I would. It's good. No?
I think yes.
Yeah, you have to.
It's like a soft yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good place. I think, depending on how much you like history and how much you want to eat like different types of Japanese food, and then also where you're going afterwards.
Mm.
Like, I wouldn't go straight to Tokyo to Hiroshima. If you work your way down, that's good. Like, you're in Osaka, you go to Kobe, and you're like, I could hit Okayama. You go to Okayama, and you're like, Hiroshima is right there.
Mm.
I'd go there.
Yeah.
It's honestly a very good, like, travel destination. And then coming back from Hiroshima is also really smooth.
Mhm.
Easy Shinkansen, easy seats. It's very straightforward. I took the night bus back from Hiroshima.
That, yeah, I could imagine that's
Don't do it.
not great.
Would not osusume. It's not. It's one of the worst bus rides I'd ever taken for various reasons. The guy I was sitting next to, absolute idiot. So it's a night bus. The windows are closed, and he had the window seat.
Mhm.
And I was like, alright, cool, bet. Enjoy window seat. So we get to the first stop, and the guy wakes me up. I'm like, what's up? He's like, oh, when you get off the bus. I was like, oh, cool, no worries. So I stand up, he gets off, I go back to sleep. He gets on, oh, I want to sit back down again. That's cool. Sit back down again. Next stop, same thing. Next stop, same thing. So then I'm like, bro, swap seats with me.
Right, and then you can just get on and off.
Then you just got on and off, because when it comes down to it, I'm not going to wake up for the rest of this bus journey.
But he wants to look out the window, doesn't he?
No, the windows are shut closed.
Oh, right. It's night.
It's nighttime, yeah, it's night bus.
Nothing to see.
Nope, the windows are bolted shut. The window seat means nothing. There's a big dark curtain over them. There's no point being in a window seat for this bus. None. So I'm like, hey, do you want to swap seats? Because there are like 2 stops left. And I can feel it in my soul.
You're going to get out of both of them.
Yep. And I'm about to enter the REMiest of REM sleep I've ever done. I drank 3 beers before this bus ride. and they're all hitting right now. Do you want to swap seats? He's Japanese. No. Oh, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. I'm like, you're doing this Japanese thing where you're like, we have to sit in our assigned seats, and it's going to be your downfall. I'm like, once again, do you want to swap seats? No. Bet. I woke up again in Shinjuku, and he was very annoyed. I think he was stuck. I remember at one point there was someone shaking me, and I think I went rapid sleep again.
Fuck off.
But I don't remember. I might have told him to fuck off. I might have told him his mom's a cunt. Who knows? All I remember is that I was fast asleep, and I warned him that's what's going to happen. He didn't listen. I think he got stuck the entire time.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Did he climb over me? Maybe. I was fast asleep. Who fucking... Probably not. Because once again, we got to Shinjuku. He was not happy. I hope he pissed himself. That would be funny. Anyway, it was I like Hiroshima. I'd recommend Hiroshima. I'd also recommend like diving down to like Kyushu. I like checking out other areas like around Hiroshima too. Yeah, I'll go to mountain a little bit. I'm gonna go see Mission Impossible too. I've got time still. But I'm
Okay.
good.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Hiroshima was good. It's like a soft yes.
Yeah.
For the food, specifically good okonomiyaki,
Whew.
hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
For the museum, you could maybe take it or leave it, but like that's kind of all Hiroshima has.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit to some extent.
Hiroshima really nice.
I mean, I went to, you went to Miyajima. That's
beautiful.
cool. It's awesome. I went to the castle as well.
The castle's cool. I like it.
Seeing it before and after the atomic bomb, man, that thing got turned to matchsticks.
Yes.
Like fucking
Wild.
nothing left.
Wild.
It's like, here's the castle. Here's the castle after the atomic bomb.
Yep.
It's just like someone like
Yes.
poured fucking like broken wood onto the square
The outline of-
foundation.
yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you're like, wow. Oh.
Like it looks like literally someone blew it the fuck up.
Yeah.
And there's nothing left.
Honestly horrible. I'm glad they reboot it because like the Hiroshima castle is pretty fucking sick. It's
nice.
kind of sucky though. I'm like, bro, America, chill. Like that. Of all the things that
I
castle
mean,
survived.
they didn't drop it on the castle. It just
Nah, but
happened
it got
to be
hit.
in the area.
Yeah, it's true. Strays are a thing when it comes to launching nuclear fucking weapons, you know.
Yep.
But I would recommend it. I think it's a nice place. I also
Castle
like,
was good. Miyajima was good.
museum is amazing.
I think like there's other stuff you could definitely do in Hiroshima
I agree,
too.
yeah.
Like I would like to go like boat fishing or something. I'm sure that's a thing in Hiroshima. Like
it is.
I almost
It is.
guarantee that it is.
Yep.
That would be fun. That's like a day thing. Just like go out and fish and do whatever.
I think for the first time visiting Hiroshima, you want to get like that.
the big main.
Yeah, get the
things out.
classic Hiroshima route done. The next time, do some like fishing or whatever. I think I'm probably gonna go like to Hiroshima this year or like the beginning of next year. Whenever the Buddha are out, that's when I want to go like fishing in Hiroshima. Basically,
Okay.
I want to rent like an Airbnb or
And
like
just go.
maybe not. I hate the company Airbnb. It's not an Airbnb, but
But
I'll
like a rental.
yeah, I'll rent a house with a Japanese company that isn't Airbnb because fuck Airbnb, terrible company. And then I'll go there with the boys or something. We'll go fishing, hang out. I think that'll be cool.
Yeah, Hiroshima's
that.
good.
It's fun.
Um,
I like it a lot, honestly.
If it's out of all the places I've been,
Yeah.
it's like one of the top,
That's
maybe
good.
top 3.
I agree. It's good. My friend's currently living there. She really likes it, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go visit. Anyway, that's all I have to say about these topics. I'm gonna go watch Mission Impossible, the new one. You've already seen it. I'm very jealous.
Yes,
We'll
I went.
have-
I went at like opening week
Oh fucking hell!
just because like it wasn't even like I like Mission Impossible. It just happened to go the opening week.
No, I love Mission Impossible. I want some of our friends are sick, so they just given us their tickets. I'm gonna go and do it. Great
good.
timing. We're gonna go anyway, so it makes it way easier.
He's good.
Yeah, bro.
We'll
Anyways,
talk about it after because I have questions about that
him.
movie.
Okay. We'll do. Okay. We'll have a discuss. I'll text you when I'm done. We'll
Okay.
have a discussion about it. All right, guys. I gotta go catch a movie. I'll see you guys next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.